Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while, literally a while, and a wild, crazy 2021 that I would say. So in today's video, you guys will have an updated makeup routine, which is this look. Honestly, I love it. And then you guys will find out my birth story. I literally gave birth literally 6 days ago. And I'm so excited to share you guys this story of how I found out I was pregnant and when I gave birth. Hope you guys enjoy. If you do, give this video a big thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, and follow me on social medias. Now enjoy the video. It's been a long time since I have done a last YouTube video, and I have a lot to update with you guys. So we're gonna start out with my updated makeup routine and my birth story. I literally just gave birth on Sunday to a beautiful baby boy, and there's a lot that we gotta talk about the birth and everything. So hope you guys enjoy, and let's get to it. So before I get on with the story, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Blemish Control Face Primer. I use this first to put on for the red spots everywhere. It's this one. And then afterwards, to mix it all together, I use the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. So I found out I was pregnant September 23 of last year, which was surprisingly, and actually it took me a whole month to get pregnant. It was planned, we planned it before and everything, and to my surprise, I did not think I would get pregnant that fast. I honestly thought I wasn't able to have kids because I don't know, I had so many pregnancy scares, but I was like, I don't think so I could get pregnant. But we tried and we found out. I literally found out I was pregnant at work at McDonald's, which is surprisingly. So next, after I do any foundation or skin tint, I use the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer Matte Finish in the shade Medium Warm. It's like this. Honestly, I don't think so I like this concealer, but if you have any other suggestions for concealer, because this one just, I don't know, maybe I'm using it wrong. So I think it was during October. I was 6 weeks pregnant when I started bleeding. But before I ended up bleeding, I was throwing up consistently for like I think 2 or 3 days straight. Like I couldn't even keep down water or literally any food. I was just throwing up, and then I ended up bleeding, which ended up me going to the hospital, which ended up finding out that I was having blood clots behind my placenta, and my placenta was like detaching in a way. So they had to, what the hell did they give? I don't remember if they gave me anything, but it was a scary moment because I honestly thought I was having a miscarriage, which honestly was not something that I wanted to go through, but it's not something I can control in any way. Everybody's different. I do put the concealer down my side of my nose as well. And every time you do your concealer, always remember to look up so you don't leave like creases under your eyelid or anything. After that, first trimester was the worst. I was throwing up non-stop, couldn't sleep, literally throwing up every single day at work. I would still go to work even though I felt like poop. Still went to work and still try to manage throughout the day. I literally could not smell any McDonald's food without having the feeling to throw up. I couldn't eat my favorite foods like from McDonald's because, you know, I worked there. I couldn't eat pickles because they tasted so salty. I couldn't eat chicken nuggets because they just tasted weird to me. And he just didn't like it. All he wanted was bacon and Big Mac. But you know, that's not something that I was gonna eat every single day. That's not healthy in any form. But yeah, I managed through that, surprisingly. Next, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Skin Tint Age Drop Blurring Skin Tint. And what shade? 11. This is number 11 skin tint. I generally prefer skin tints over any foundation. I think this is the best thing to ever be done. This is from Fenty Beauty, and the Rare Beauty one I need to get. Because honestly, I think this is like the fastest makeup you could do, literally, with skin tint and freaking foundation. That's my opinion. Oh, and a little hack to find your correct foundation shade. Never ever try to find your foundation shade based on your face color. No, that's not how it works. Use it on your arms right here. You place the foundation or skin tint, whatever you use on here. If you find like it's a perfect shade and it matches, that is your foundation color. Because I remember when I was trying to look for a foundation color for a prom, like 4 years ago, the lady found my foundation shade based on my face color, which was pale. So all my foundations that she put on me was literally white. I look like a ghost. And I was like, oh no, 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 no. But you know what I did? I did buy one of the foundations that she gave me. I don't know why I did. And I used it, but I made it work. I made it work like I did. I don't know what I did, but I did something to make it work. Remember always to put it down as well, your skin tint and your foundation. Oh, so yeah, second trimester was honestly very well. I slept a lot, didn't have barely any symptoms. I mostly slept. I was tired. Literally loved any food. Mostly my cravings were literally freaking pasta and fried chicken for some reason. I would have weird ass cravings literally at 3 in the morning, and I had to tell my boyfriend to let's go to the gas station to get something because I was craving it. I was having weird cravings that everyone was looking at me like, girl, what are these cravings you're having? I was like, if I wish I knew, I wish I knew. But it was not up to me. It was up to him. Well, he's not in my tummy. At 26 weeks, I ended up in the hospital again because I started bleeding, but it wasn't like small blood. It was like period blood, like a whole clot of blood came out. Again, blood clots behind my placenta. That's why it was happening. Went to the hospital. Almost had an emergency C-section at 26 weeks, but they gave me some medication, magnesium, to stop it from happening because literally he will come out literally tiny, like 1 pound, like 16 ounce, which is not something they wanted, and that's not something I wanted as well, for him to come out very tiny and be in the NICU for literally months and months. That was scary because literally I was on my own except with my boyfriend, and I didn't know what to do. Imagine you're in a hospital and 10 people come in your room telling you, oh, you're about to have a C-section, because my baby was heart rate kept dropping a lot. So literally they all scatter in and scared me because I didn't know what to do. I was shaking, I was crying. I was like, oh my god. I didn't know what to do. So I was in the hospital for a whole almost 2 weeks so they could check on me in case start bleeding again or literally anything can happen. That was scary. Never thought I was gonna go through that. Now I'm using this eyebrow pencil from Almay brow pencil in 801 dark blonde, even though I'm not blonde, but it works. I'm not a good person to do eyebrows. I literally just fill them in, barely, just copy the shade of my brow, and then I do the front. See, it's gonna look, listen, it's gonna look better. So I just used this and it helps more better. So now, third trimester was honestly a breeze. Moved back to Florida due to some personal issues and did my OBGYN down here and everything. Everything was great. Went to the hospital a few times because baby was small and I forgot. There were some other reasons why they sent me to the hospital. I don't remember. I think I'm like, bro, I should live at the hospital. So I am using the Fit Me Maybelline matte effortless powder 130 puff beige. I've been using it for a long time. So surprised I don't have a dent in it. I just put them under my eyes to set that down, and I put them on my eyelids because my eyelids tend to sweat a lot, and that's the only thing that will keep the makeup on running for me. So yeah, I got induced. I was supposed to be induced on Friday the 13th, but they had no rooms available for me. Great. I was literally in the hospital for like 6 or 8 hours. And then they sent me home because there was no rooms. How do you induce someone, make an appointment and schedule for someone to be induced, but you have no rooms? Make it make sense. So they told me to come back the next day at 5 in the afternoon, but we got there at 4 because we don't know how long we're gonna have to wait for them to call me. Literally they called me in at 5:30 I think it is to be induced. I got into the room and they started on, what was it? I think it was antibiotics. Oh yeah, but there's such a blur of the whole labor. But it was literally 12 hours of labor of pain that I okay, so they literally did almost all 3 of the things to induce me, like Pitocin, water balloon, and something else. Okay, so they started on the Pitocin at 2%. But they had to take it off for me because my contractions were every 10 seconds, one after another, which was very bad and very painful. And it was stressing out the baby, so that's why they had to take it off for me because it was not good for him. They did the water balloon, which seeing it come out of me, it's not something very pleasant. I honestly thought they took something out of my body because it was literally a balloon covered with blood and they took out of my my down area. After that water balloon, and then they broke my water, I was 5 centimeters dilated, which was scary to find out. I was like, oh my god, give me time to process. The contractions hurt like a bitch. I am sorry, but they hurt so bad. I was literally on my left side. I was laying down on my left side because I couldn't take the pain. The contractions literally feel like they're opening your hips and opening down there to get ready, you know, to give birth. Which I feel bad for the right hip. That right hip went through so much pain and all the contractions. They tried to put me on Pitocin again, literally on 2%, and they had to take me off because the contractions were too much. Literally too much. I was like, oh my god. And after that, I think it was like 8 in the morning or 9, I don't remember. I told them literally, give me the epidural. I cannot handle this pain anymore. I tried to go as far as I could. I said I wanted to go to 6 to 7 centimeters dilated, but I said nope, give it to me right now because I cannot handle this pain anymore. So they gave me the epidural, and getting the epidural while you're having contractions is not the most pleasant thing ever. It's really not. You're literally getting a contraction while they're putting a whole needle or thread, whatever, on your back. And then you're literally sitting on like the middle of the bed, like scoot over further down so like the doctor, nurse, anesthesias can work for you. And then you have to be crouched in front of you holding a pillow while the nurse is in front of you, making sure you don't faint, like catches you or anything, and like she's telling you breathe in, breathe out, do all this stuff. I wanted to cry. I was in so much pain. I was like, I don't know if I could do this again. So they put the epidural. After the epidural, they did the ball. It's like a peanut ball where they put between your legs and you have to go on one side and then they move you again to the other side so the baby's head can start, going downward and positioning itself. After that, I am probably telling this like all backwards or anything because I literally do not remember it. It's low-key kind of a blur, the whole process, because but it was like 12 hours. My midwife came in, she checked me. Oh, was it my no, was it? It was either with my midwife or my nurse who was like, oh, you're 10 centimeters dilated already. Literally, I got dilated 10 centimeters 30 minutes in later. Listen, when she told me that, I was like, oh, I'm about to literally push out a baby out of me. It's nice. It's nice. So now that I do with my eyes is I use the e.l.f. Literally, it's a blush and a highlight. But I use this literally as my eyeshadow. Eyeshadows. So after that, it's not right away you push when you're 10 centimeters in because you have to wait for a certain contraction to come in, which was these contractions make you feel like you have to poop. You literally have to poop. And I was like, oh my god. They started getting intense by the minute or whatever. And then once you feel like the strong ones of where you have to push, that means it's time to push. Yeah. So they do make you practice pushing before anything, which literally I ended up almost straining my throat of how you had to do it. My baby was stubborn and didn't like any position of how I had to give birth. He didn't like it if I sat up or pushed. He didn't like if I was laying down or anything. I was like, oh my god. I have the most stubborn baby ever. Don't I? So I had to practice, but I was not very good at. So within 5 minutes and 5 pushes, he was born. My baby boy was born on May 15. At 12:22 p.m. He was 3 pounds and 9 ounces. Yes, he was a small baby. I'm a small person, and I was small as well when my mom gave birth to me. It was honestly a surreal moment. I cried. I was still confused in so many ways because after that there was like literally like 20 people in the room. The nurse was stitching me up. Good thing I had the epidural because I did not want to feel all of that down there because I think I would either pass out or I don't know, but I know I wouldn't make it. Feeling your placenta come out of you, it's honestly the most strangest thing ever. And then there was like 3 people taking care of my baby, weighing him, measuring his height and everything. It was so cute. He was a nosy little bastard. He literally opened his eyes and was looking around and everything. And when they gave him to me, talking to him, he just calmed down. He like, you knew. Now after I do that, I do a little highlight on my cheekbones right here. I literally do this. Literally put highlight on my cheekbones. And then I spread it out like this. I want to look sun-kissed. I literally put a little blush on my cheekbones and I spread it out like this. If I want to look, it looks bad. Well, let me fix it. And then I put some on my nose. Ooh.
Just lightly tap it in, see how that looks better. Oh, so look. And lightly tap it so it doesn't look so harsh on me. No blush. See?
And then I have this lip combo. These 2 are from SHEIN. Literally SHEIN. This is called Cheeky Take a Hint Lip Tint. And then I have this one as well. It's Dry Rose, but they're from SheGlam. It's Dry Rose C301. And then I use this one from NYX. This is the Butter Gloss in Eclair BLG02. So which one the fuck do I use first? So I use this one first. This is the color. I do this.
I tap it in, because it's so kind of tough. And then afterwards I use this to lay like a lip tint.
So afterwards, I use the e.l.f. Illuminating Mist set in clear. I don't know why. And then sometimes I would do eyeliner or sometimes not. Sometimes I just do it like this. Because honestly, I'm in a rush and I just want to do everything quickly. So yeah, this is my updated makeup routine and my birth story. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been a while since I have been doing YouTube. Hopefully I'll be back soon full time, especially now that I'm a mom. And yeah, comment down below what videos you guys want to see. It could be fashion related, mom related, any tips or questions you guys have for birthing or literally anything. And yeah, follow me on all my social medias, Instagram and TikTok, which I will be posting there more frequently, hopefully soon. But yeah, give this video a big thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.